and I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. The biggest thing happened was I always had these dreams of things that I wanted to do, and I had 7 children. And one of my goals was that I wanted to go back to school because I did not get my high school diploma, and I wanted to go back to school. And I was doing all these home study classes at home. And really, what really changed my life was when I got saved, and I really realized that, oh, I can do these things. I can do things that people told me that I could not do. I got excited about just living and being able to enjoy life. Because as you know, if you have 7 children and a husband, then you're thinking about going to school. That could seem to be very challenging, but it really ended up wasn't challenging in a lot of ways, because I just had so much support and so much help in order to get it done. I went to school to get my GED. That was my goal. I was going to get a GED, and I was going to be satisfied with the GED. I never thought about going to college. But after I got the GED, I met one of my professors. He said, "You got your GED that quick?" He said, "You ought to go to college." I said, "Go to college?" He said, "Oh yeah, you could go." And that young man helped me to get my paperwork together and everything for me to go to college. So then I had to set up a system at my house where everybody had a responsibility at my house. We had like an army. Everybody knew what they was going to do every single solitary day. The interesting thing about it was the first year that I went to school in Villanova, Pennsylvania, because I was living in Philadelphia. Villanova, Pennsylvania. And if I tell you how that trip went, we caught the subway in the morning, and then we caught a bus, took the children to the daycare, got back on the bus, rode an L or a train out to the school in Villanova, Pennsylvania. That was my first year of college. And it was an exciting year. I was excited about it. The kids was excited about it. And then I had so much help because somebody would pick up my children for me and bring them home. So when I get off from school in the afternoon, I didn't have to go back to do it. But that was really the beginning of a whole new life for me. I went to Temple University. I got my master's degree, but it was a challenge, but it was exciting. We went right on through it. What kept me motivated was I just had the faith to believe that if this is where God wanted me to be, that He was going to help me to do it. In life, you have to decide, I'm going to see the positive side on whatever I'm looking at. I guess, people say I'm a dreamer, and that's the name of my organization, is Dare to Dream. And that's the reason I named it Dare to Dream, because I believe if you dream it, I believe if you want it, you go after it, you can have it. Well, I learned during that time how to take care of myself, really how to take things that I would do. I would have time just for myself. And I would tell my children, I need 15 minutes, I need 20 minutes, and I would take those 15 minutes. I tell people even today, well, if I told my children that I was going to be in this room for a length of time, they would not knock on the door. And they wouldn't tear up things either, because they already knew what their assignment was to do. And I'm just really thankful that for that season, that's the way we went. And that was like 7 years of that. I made sure that I set boundaries for me. I was still active at church and still active in different things, but I always took the time just to have time for me. Health coaching is a part of what I do anyway. I like health. I like to stay healthy, and I always walked, I always did some type of exercise, always was looking at what I'm eating after I got to a certain period. Now, during those early years, when I was really young, I ate crazy stuff. But as I got older, after I had cancer, it made a difference in, okay, making a choice on what I'm going to eat and how I'm going to take care of it. And I really realized that I didn't have to worry about life, and I didn't have to be concerned about a whole lot of things. And being able to just release all of those pressures, I just began to live a new life. Now, the cancer did cause me to really look at some of the eating habits that I had. It caused me, people say, well, you never was fat. But no, I never was fat. And it's not whether you're fat or small, but it is habits that cause us a lot of times to have a lot of health challenges. That was what caused me to go into health coaching. I had just finished taking care of my sister for 19 years. And I was like, I've been in mental health for so long. I saw the ad and it just clicked in my spirit, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to teach other people how to live. And it's just not about eating. And I tell people that people think health coaching is just about eating, but it is not about eating. It is about your attitude. It is about your life. It is about taking care of yourself. It is what I do with my money. It is where I live. All of those things are part of healthy living. And we're never going to be perfect at it, but as long as we're striving towards it, there's a great deal of benefit just from doing it. Get up in the morning and do meditations or some type of prayer for yourself in the morning, because those are the things that give us a bright awakening to what's going to be going on the rest of the day. And the second thing that I would tell a person that's going through divorce or has been divorced is to start looking at yourself and see what wonderful person you are. Start learning how to love you, because until you can really love you, then you're going to always be trying to please somebody or trying to keep up with somebody. But once we learn that, to fall in love with ourselves, and I don't mean this in a selfish way, but I'm special. There's nobody else like me. I take care of me, do what I need to do for me, and then always have time to do something for somebody else. But we really need to just really learn how to love ourselves, forgive ourselves. All of those things are so important. Not to allow other people to put guilt on you. You have got to realize that, I did the best I could with what I had, and accept that as being what it is. And I'm also doing things that sometimes I take a whole day just to take care of me. And so it's been interesting. I mean, we've been in the middle of a crisis, but one of the things that I have learned to do is I have learned to be able to be still, to be quiet, and I can be by myself and enjoy the time that I'm by myself. 83 years old. The life begins at 80. I tell them that all the time. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm working as a health coach. I also am an in-home intensive counselor. I do therapy with children in their homes, and I'm doing it now by Zoom. I have a group of ladies, and we're working together on an online program, which we're hoping that will be out in a few months. I'm also on Anchor.fm. I'm doing a podcast. I'm busy just blessing other people, because that's my goal, is to bless somebody else, because I truly have been blessed. You can reach me at dare to dream health coach at gmail.com. I vote for me. What it means to me is that I have been given the gift of life. I have been given a wonderful gift to be able to enjoy life. And so what it means to me is not only can I be a blessing to myself, but I also, whatever I do, want to be able to bless others. So I vote for me because I believe I can help you do something, encourage you to dream. If you got a dream, email me. I'll help you to get that dream fulfilled.
I vote for me. Share a video about what it means to you when you said those words and add a hashtag, I vote for me.